Hello everybody, welcome back to the Palaeocast Gaming Network. I'm Caitlin, and today we're playing Jurassic Park the game. We're in the next chapter of the game, and I know it's been a long time since I played this last, but just to catch you up, we've arrived at a part of the island that's a little bit more secluded, and there's more herbivores around. We're supposed to rescue somebody called Dr. Sorkin, but she doesn't want to leave. And she's asked us instead to move these boxes of things, and these two hired goons are going to try to figure out how to convince her to go. But let's have a look.
Who feels like carrying these boxes back to the helicopter? Me neither. Ugh, it smells like a barrel of wet dog hair.
I know, right? I don't get why dinosaurs eat that stuff.
What are they eating that smells like that? Good Lord. Okay, what's here?
I'm not moving these things. They look like they weigh a ton.
I think Dr. Sorkin said we're only supposed to move file boxes.
Oh, yeah. Well, good.
What else have we got? Nothing else that I can see? Back at the helicopter?
Wait here. I'm gonna go talk to Sorkin.
What should I do?
You wanna help? See if you can dig up anything interesting on our friend Dr. Sorkin in those file boxes.
Cool.
I mean, what was Hammond thinking? The man continually ignored the warnings of his own scientists over marketing people, shareholders, everyone. A disaster like this was inevitable.
What about a patient?
I'm fine.
Bite wound.
You know, Doc, I saw some bites like that at one of my men back at the visitor center.
Mr.
Call me Bill.
Mr. Yoder, would you please tend to the InGen files like we discussed?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh.
Hey, you know who our prisoner is? Because no one else seems to.
Well, I've never seen her on the island before. I don't recognize her as someone who works for InGen. But I don't know everyone, so it's possible.
Okay. Now, I think I already know that none of that's
Hey,
gonna
Doc,
work.
you got a
Yep.
pharmacy inside? It's gonna be a long flight back if we don't get this prisoner either elated or sedated.
She seems harmless enough now, and she's adequately secured. Are you afraid she's gonna beat you up?
Well, I do have a history of women wanting to get their hands on me.
There.
Would you mind if I took a look at your room?
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's go back to the file boxes. See if she's dug up anything.
So, what'd you find out?
Looks like Dr. Sorkin wanted to turn this place into a dinosaur preserve instead of an amusement park.
And InGen didn't go for it, huh?
Why would they? There's no money in that.
So Dr. Sorkin has a weakness for preserving wildlife. Good to know.
That's true. What can we talk about?
Hey, Oscar, was there any dirt on Dr. Sorkin in the mission briefing? If I'm gonna have to use the old Yoder charm, I'll need some intel.
Big time protester in the 70s. Lots of animal rights crap. Handful of arrests for it. All of her InGen related history is classified. Said to expect her to be a pain in the ass.
It said that?
Between the lines.
You gonna do any work around here? What, are we union now? How the hell does Dr. Sorkin think we're gonna load all this crap into the chopper?
Don't know, but you better do it if you want to get on the good side.
Okay, well, thanks. You've been a great help.
We've already asked about info on Sorkin.
So, Sorkin.
Hippie type. Got arrested a bunch protesting for animal rights.
Okay.
Want to tag along with us? That's cool. Just give Oscar his space. He doesn't do very good with kids. Or adults. Or animals. Come to think of it, doesn't do very good with anybody. Just stay out of his way. So, Sorkin.
Hippie type. Got arrested a bunch protesting for animal rights.
I already know that.
So, Sorkin.
Hippie type. Got arrested a bunch protesting for animal rights.
Okay, how do I back out of this? There we go.
Oh, that's a lot of rejected dino preserve proposals.
Yep.
I gotta hand it to the lady. She don't give up easy.
Okay, so I think that's probably the majority of what we need to know, that she wants to turn it into a preserve. But how do we use that to convince her to come with us? She's
I
going
can't tell you how many times I tried convincing him. The park should be a nature preserve. No theme park attractions, no cages. Hammond never really cared about the marvels I created for him. It's always been about the money.
I've never seen these. I hate to interrupt, ma'am, but I really think we need to be going.
I'm afraid I can't, Mr. Yoder. Someone needs to tend to the dinosaurs during this disaster.
I'm sorry, Dr. Sorkin, but InGen wants all survivors back on the mainland as soon as possible. No exceptions.
Why can't it wait?
I don't know why talking about the dinosaur preserve would make her want to leave, but
Wouldn't this place be better off as some kind of dinosaur preserve? It's kind of stupid to treat these creatures like they're in some kind of circus, right?
Huh. You have a point. But as long as John Hammond is in charge, the animals are going to need me here to ensure that they're treated with respect.
fair enough. Hammond.
Listen, Hammond really made a mess of this place. You have no idea. There's no hiding his incompetence after this disaster.
Well, obviously that's true. If you knew how I spent my youth, you'd be surprised to find me working in a place like this.
Oh, I know.
Someone needs to speak to the board about protecting these dinosaurs. You believe in animal rights, don't you? Wouldn't you put your neck on the line for them?
You're absolutely right, Mr. Yoder. But none of this matters if the board of directors...
I'm not supposed to say this, but I heard the board is going to hold an emergency meeting about, new leadership. If you were there, you could act as a witness to the events that took place here. They'd have to listen to you.
That's true. I hate to admit it, Mr. Yoder. But perhaps you're right.
And our orders also mention an assistant?
David. Yes. I'm afraid David won't be coming back with us. He told him to stay away from the quarantine
Dr.
tents.
Sorkin, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Now, before we go, I have some work in the lab that must be completed first. Dr. Harding, perhaps you and your daughter would like to assist me. I've been working on a cure for one of our dinosaurs' nastier genetic disorders.
Oh? Which one?
It's dietary. Right up your alley. Dr. Harding, we've done it.
And what exactly have we done?
Reverse the lysine contingency, of course.
Wait, what?
InGen, Henry Wu, added a gene to the dinosaurs that makes them dependent on supplements of an amino acid called lysine. Without their weekly doses, they'll all die off.
You cannot give that to the dinosaurs. They need to be contained. If any of them get off the island...
Okay, listen. I've been working with the Parasaur's behavioral program for months now. If I go back to the mainland to fight for this place, they'll all be dead before I can get back, along with all of my research.
Parasaurs?
Parasaurolophus. They're herbivores, generally safe.
Let me give the solution to them, to see if it even works.
How many are we talking about?
You're gonna have to
Why
wait a
don't
while
you
to
come
figure out
up
if it
with
works, aren't you?
See how much progress we've made with them.
Can we, Dad?
Fine.
Yes, I want
We'll
to see
go.
Parasaurolophus. I can understand what she's saying, that she doesn't want to go away
I'm glad to
and
finally
lobby for
have
them.
you out here, Dr. Harding.
They're just gonna die.
Despite the circumstances. We've been doing some very interesting work with our parasaurs. Behavioral communication experiments.
You've interpreted their calls.
Some of them. And I plan to use that to get them out of the pen.
Out?
Well, I'm not going to treat their water with them still in there.
How do we know there aren't any bad dinosaurs around?
Trust me?
Trust me, sweetie. If there were any predators, we'd know. See that one? She's the lookout. She'll stand guard while the others graze. If there were any predators in the vicinity, she'd be nervous and emitting a danger call. But she's not. She's calm. Jerry, you can activate the speakers from there. Jess and I will set the various parasaur sounds that play through them.
Dad, it's okay. I mean, it's safe, right?
The parasaurs will warn us of trouble before it gets close.
Before what gets close.
Stay with Dr. Sorkin.
You just said there wasn't anything. All right. You can kind of see in their hands before, but you can see it better with one of the other ones. Their finger digits shouldn't all be separated out like that and so long. I mean, the bones would have been, but they had a bit more of a hoof-like structure on their front feet. So I'll pop a picture up on here so you can see what I'm talking about. Let's ask about dino herding.
Okay, let's move some dinos.
We can't just shoo the animals out, but we should be able to manipulate them into moving using their own sounds.
Cool.
These speakers on the west side of the pen can be set to play a parasaur food call that will attract the hungry dinos. The speakers on the east control the mating sounds that will attract the more, amorous dinosaur.
What about the big set of speakers in the middle of the pen?
Ah, those emit the danger call. The parasaurs will instinctively move away from it.
So basically we can herd the dinosaurs out of this pen using the speakers and their sounds.
Okay, interesting. Okay, so the east speakers are the mating call. And the gate's over here. So presumably we don't want to use them. I can't click on those buttons, can I? Oh, yes, I can. Oh, I see. This is the control panel for the whole lot. Right, so they're the west speakers. They're the east speakers. That's the alarm call. I don't know which one of these is an alarm button, no. Let's try this east speaker.
How do I turn on the speakers?
I'll have to tell your dad to do it when we're ready.
Okay, so, oops, we're ready. Oh. Can I talk to you? No. Alright. Yeah, see, look at this. This one's fingers are way too separated and thin and got these pointed little claws on them. They wouldn't have looked like that. The face looks a little short as well, and the spine's definitely got a bit of a weird curve going to it, although it is sitting really strangely upright like a meerkat. They could have done that, but there are large grazing animals nowadays that don't necessarily stand up on their rear legs. Well, a lot of them can't, but the ones that can don't. They keep grazing and just keep their eyes on the horizon. So whether this one's just doing it because it's in a pen or whether they're saying that's what they do in the wild normally, I don't know. Very nice. 4 Parasaurolophus. Alright, he's there with the controls. Good-o. Alright, what if I press that as well? Oh, I see. I'm going to set them all up. So that one and that one. And will that do? Yes.
Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
Let's do the east.
I need you to activate the east side speakers, please.
East side. Okay.
What? Where?
So, what happened to your assistant?
Let's not talk about that right now.
Did you work with him long?
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
Listen, he was a wonderful young man. And I am sad. I really am. But if I let that stop my work, then all these animals will die too, trapped behind the walls that we built. You understand?
Yeah, that would be awful, leaving animals like in a zoo situation. I know with the war in Ukraine and other wars that have happened, you hear stories about people rescuing animals from zoos, so I get that you would at least want to get them out of this pen. Let's do the west speaker.
Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
West side speakers, please.
Hopefully that'll get everybody else.
so I heard you were like a hippie protester or something in the 70s.
Where'd you hear that?
From Yoder.
The 70s were a tumultuous time. I fought for what I believed in, and sometimes it gets you arrested.
You were arrested? And you still got a job as a, scientist?
Paleogeneticist. And yes, youth is the time to be reckless and test your boundaries. It's how you learn what's important to you.
That's lucky for her. Now let's do the central speakers. Okay.
If we want to move the dinosaurs forward, we might need to give them a good scare from behind.
Oh, we can use the danger call.
Good thinking.
Okay, yes.
Dr.
Speakers.
Harding,
Yeah?
Scare them.
activate the danger speakers.
The one in the middle's like, what? What?
Good
I didn't
job,
say
Jess.
that.
Finally! Go forth and multiply.
You're pretty good at this. Maybe you'll be a behavioral scientist someday.
Maybe I will.
Oh, that one's hard.
Aw.
Ah, this is why she was elected to be the lookout. What's wrong with her foot?
It's a broken toe. Feel free to have a look. I just have to do one more thing, and then we can leave.
Lysine.
If the dinosaurs are to have a fighting chance, they'll need this solution to survive.
I'm still not sure.
Jerry, this is my life's work. These are basically my children. I'm not going to let these creatures die because some bureaucrat can't stand losing control. They deserve their own lives.
Jess,
It's pretty scary to be that close to it. Especially if it's in pain. I would not be doing
Dr.
that.
Sorkin?
Laura,
Laura, what's lysine?
InGen, Henry Wu, added a gene to the dinosaurs that makes them dependent on supplements of an amino acid called lysine. Without their weekly doses, they'll all die off.
Don't tell my dad, but I got a D in chemistry.
Then today should be very educational. The solution we were creating at the lab will reverse this scenario, allowing the animals to live out their natural lifespan. We just need to get it into the main water supply.
Okay, that should be easy, right?
This is a big responsibility, Jess.
I can handle it, Dr. Sorkin. I mean Laura.
Okay, Jess, let's get started.
God, if it were me, I don't think I would just hand the vial to anyone.
I'm
I'd be
telling you,
clutching
man,
onto it.
almost made me swear off Chinese food forever.
Yeah, right. I've never seen you refuse an egg roll. Ever.
I said almost. Besides, my date was hot. You remember the girl with the blonde hair, red scarf, what was her name?
I don't keep track.
Oh, you remember her. She was the one that was wearing the... Hold on. You hear that?
Uh-oh. Who the hell's in the helicopter? Oh, of course. They just left her there. Oh, we got in. Well done. He's just going to be handcuffed.
Oscar!
What are you doing?
Land the chopper right now!
No!
Do it, or I swear I'll take you down right now!
Billy!
Oscar, get over here! I'll pull you in!
Guess that was a pretty slow
Come on, man,
QTE.
that's it!
And move. Oh. Oh, too soon. Right. Sorry, it's just so slow that I'm like, what?
Come on! One more!
Billy!
Oh God, what is her problem?
Tell that woman she's dead when I get in there!
Come on,
That's not gonna
Oscar,
make us
put
stop.
those giant friggin' arms to work! Get in here!
Oh no!
No!
Oops. Let's try that again.
Come on, Oscar, put those giant friggin' arms to work! Get in here!
Come on. Can't believe how bad I was at those QTEs. I was just doing it way too quick.
No, you're one stubborn son of a... Hey!
Yeah. Get in the seat before you do.
Problem! You got this!
Turn around. Turn around. Turn her. She's very slowly gaining on you.
No!
Not gonna happen.
Well, we were gonna land it. Right, so I need to double tap it.
We good?
No. Not so good.
Is the water ready?
Yep, lysine is now officially a part of this nutritionally balanced dino breakfast.
Excellent. Now I just need to get this water into the main supply and we'll be done. That's it, Jess. We did it. Jess, come up here. I want you to see this.
I've not heard
This
the
is how
helicopter
nature
taking off.
intended these animals to exist.
Wow, with all the running away I've been doing, I haven't had time to really appreciate them.
Oh, girl, take it easy.
What's wrong with that one?
Oh
Get
no.
away. Uh-oh.
Raptors.
Jerry, run!
Oh, God.
Jerry!
You're a dead man. Oh, no.
Behind you!
Oh, God. I don't think it's that well hit. Not at all. Oh, cool. Oi, oi, oi. Oops, I just missed the kitty. Oh,
Hurry,
no.
Jerry!
Go left!
Hurry!
Dad! Move quick!
To the left! Left!
Look out!
Oh. And they climb ladders.
Oh my god, Dad, that was awesome! How'd you do that?
Oh, you're very well.
Guess the old man still has a few good moves, huh?
You are lucky to be alive, Jerry. I've never seen anyone outrun a Velociraptor before.
Where did they come from? What are they doing out here?
Must have escaped from the quarantine pen somehow.
Raptors are highly intelligent.
You know how I
They'll find a
said
way
there
up here
aren't
if we
any
give them enough
predators
time.
around here?
Yes! It's Yoder!
We're down here!
Down here! Down here!
Oh no. Is that water tower over? Oh, the dog. Oh, God. Alright, well, thank you very much for watching that episode of the Palaeocast Gaming Network. And I will be sure to record another episode of Jurassic Park, the game, so we can find out what happens next.